Good morning viewers, I'm सबके भी Good morning Nagaland day स्वागत करें। मैं सच्चे मंगलापम आज भुजर भी अपने सब निमित्ते scripture portion एक ताई ना पूरी दिया। Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. Proverbs chapter 3 verse 5 to 6. ईश्वर के अपनी ला मन सर पर विश्वास करबी और अपनी रखी जानिए ऐसे और अपनी हन लोरिकी ऐसे इतुदे एकला ना थकीबी और अपनी ला ways to सब भी ईश्वर के submit करबी ऐना हो शकेले ईश्वर बा अपनी ला रास्ता straight खुली दिवो। इतना thought of the day साव। Thought of the day. True wisdom begins with trust. When we stop relying on our understanding and acknowledge Him, He strengthens our paths. True wisdom though, विश्वास प्राही शुरू होय और मान कितिया मान निजर ला understanding दे rely करबले stop करे जाबो और मान ईश्वर के acknowledge करिगिना থাকিबो all the time दे ईश्वर बा मान ला रास्ता दो खुली दिबो। Viewers, sida mahan hymnal honibo. Ida mahan poem sawo ajila poem la topic to He meets us in our mess.
He meets us in our mess by Haley Littlepage. For the one who is waiting for perfection before you say yes, know that God already loves you and that He meets us in our mess. For the one who made a mistake, whose guilt won't let you rest, know that God is forgiving and that He meets us in our mess. For the one who is faithful but still wrestles with your flesh, know that God is with you and that He meets us in our mess. For the one who is heavy burdened, who is breaking under stress, know that God gives refuge and that He meets us in our mess. For the one who is struggling, who is being put to the test, know that God will guide you and that He meets us in our mess. For the one who is forgiven and embraces the Father's rest, know that God has called you and He has called you.
Idaman healthy tips this hour. Ajila healthy tips are topic the rainwater harvesting is.
What is rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting is the process that collects and stores rainwater for reuse. It is a sustainable way to use water as it reduces the demand for municipal water supplies, and it can also help to reduce flooding. Rainwater harvesting is a water conservation technique that can be used to save water and reduce dependency on groundwater resources. This technique can be used in both rural and urban areas. Rainwater harvesting can be done on a small scale, such as with a rain barrel, or at a larger scale, such as with a cistern, either way. It is a great way to save water and reduce your water bill. There are many benefits of rainwater harvesting. It can help reduce flooding, recharge groundwater resources, and even provide an alternative water source during droughts. It is also a sustainable and environmentally friendly way to conserve water. Why is rainwater harvesting important? As we know that water is a necessary resource for all life on our planet and a major component of the hydrosphere that makes up for more than 2/3 of the Earth's surface. Water plays a vital role in the environment by moderating temperature, participating in the water cycle, and dissolving and transporting minerals and nutrients. The Earth's water is renewable, but it is not always available in the right quantity or of the right quantity for human needs. Many factors such as climate change, population growth, and economic development can impact the availability of water resources. One way to address these issues is through rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is the practice of collecting, storing, and using rainwater for different purposes. It is an ancient practice that has been used for centuries to supplement water needs in dry areas. Harvesting rainwater will help to reduce dependence on municipal water supplies. It helps to save money and it helps to conserve water. Despite these benefits, rainwater harvesting is not widely practiced. This is due in part to a lack of awareness of the benefits of rainwater harvesting. It is also due to the fact that many people believe that rainwater harvesting is a difficult and complicated process. But in reality, harvesting rainwater is a very simple process. Benefits of rainwater harvesting. Firstly, rainwater harvesting is a practice that has been used for centuries to supplement water supplies in the times of drought. More recently, rainwater harvesting has been gaining popularity as a way to reduce water bills and combat the effects of climate change. When properly implemented, rainwater harvesting can provide a sustainable source of water for households, businesses, and communities. There are many benefits of rainwater harvesting. It can help in reducing water bills, self-sustainability, irrigating crops, watering livestock, recharging groundwater, aquifers, domestic purposes such as flushing toilets, washing clothes, or cooking, augmenting water supplies, and reducing the environmental impact of development. How can you harvest rainwater? There are many ways that you can harvest rainwater, but one of the most popular and effective methods is to use a rainwater harvesting system. This system collects rainwater from your roof and stores it in a cistern or tank. You can then use this water for all the same purposes as you would with municipal water. You can connect your sump to the rainwater harvesting system and store the collected rainwater in it. A proper harvesting system will have a filter attached to it to remove dirt and debris. This water can then be pumped out and used for whatever you need it for. No matter which method you choose, harvesting rainwater is a great way to save money and conserve water. Tips for maintaining rainwater harvesting system. Inspect your gutters and downspouts regularly to make sure that they are free from debris. This will ensure that rainwater can flow freely into your storage container. Check your storage container regularly for leaks. If you notice any leaks, be sure to repair them immediately to avoid losing any precious rainwater. Keep an eye on the rainfall forecast and empty your storage container before a big storm hits. This will help to prevent any overflow from occurring. By following these simple tips, you can ensure that your rainwater harvesting system is always in top condition and ready to provide you with fresh, clean water. How can rainwater harvesting be improved? In order to improve the rainwater harvesting, a better understanding of the hydrological cycle is mandatory. Clouds are a major component of the hydrological cycle. Therefore, cloud distribution is the keystone of better rainwater harvesting. Why should we do rainwater harvesting? The use of rainwater harvesting system allows groundwater levels to recharge, which in turn aids in enhancing urban greenery. Rainwater harvesting systems are simple to set up and operate. There is no requirement or complicated purifying systems which need to be applied to cleanse groundwater, since rainwater is pure. The collected water reduces flooding and decreases soil erosion by decreasing the likelihood of runoffs during periods of heavy rainfall. This is good news for our rivers, streams, oceans, and lakes, as they will be less polluted over time. What is the importance of rainwater harvesting? The collected water reduces flooding and decreases soil erosion by decreasing the likelihood of runoffs during periods of heavy rainfall. This is good news for our rivers, streams, oceans, and lakes, as they will be less polluted over time. Why should we store rainwater? Because rainwater harvesting bypasses the centralized water system, it conserves energy, decreases water contamination. Captured rainwater does not cause immediate runoff. Limiting runoff helps decrease the contamination of surface water by sediments, fertilizers, and pesticides in rainfall runoff. Harvested rainwater can be safely used for non-potable activities such as yard and landscape irrigation, watering potted plants, and washing vehicles. Collected rainwater should not be used for drinking or other potable purposes if it is not filtered and disinfected before use. Why is rainwater harvesting urgently needed in India? It is more affordable, less time-consuming, and easier to implement than complicated systems that are required for wastewater treatment. Rainwater harvesting also helps in reducing India's dependence on groundwater.
Arabi ekta healthy tips sabo itulah topik to health and wellness ase. Health and wellness, focusing on fitness, nutrition, or mental health. Health and wellness involve maintaining a balanced lifestyle that supports both physical and mental well-being. This includes eating nutritious foods, exercising regularly, getting enough sleep, managing stress, and staying hydrated. Prioritizing self-care and making healthy daily choices lead to long-term vitality and a better quality of life. Fitness. Being fit is often considered the elixir of life. Experts recommend at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise weekly, combined with training twice a week for optimal health. A balanced diet rich in whole foods, proper hydration, and quality sleep are essential for fitness and recovery. Consistency and realistic goals are key to long-term success. Fitness isn't just about intensity, it's about sustainability and overall well-being. Fitness tips. Set realistic goals. Start small and build gradually. Consistency beats intensity. Mix it up. Combine cardio, strength training, and flexibility exercises to prevent burnout. Stay active daily. Even 20 to 30 minutes of walking counts. Track your progress. Use fitness apps or journals to stay motivated. Prioritize rest. Schedule rest days to avoid overtraining and injury. Nutrition. Eat a balanced diet with plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Stay hydrated, limit added sugars and processed foods, and practice portion control. Small, consistent changes lead to long-term health benefits. Nutrition tips. Eat whole foods. Focus on fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. Stay hydrated. Aim for 8 to 10 cups of water a day, more if you are active. Mental health. Prioritize self-care through regular sleep, balanced nutrition, physical activity, and mindfulness practices like meditation. Stay connected with loved ones, set realistic goals, and seek professional help when needed. Taking small daily steps supports long-term emotional well-being. Benefits of exercise on depression. Exercise can treat mild to moderate depression as effectively as antidepressant medication. Exercise is a powerful depression fighter for several reasons. Most importantly, it promotes all kinds of changes in the brain, including neural growth, reduced inflammation, and new activity patterns that promote feelings of calm and well-being. It also releases endorphins, powerful chemicals in your brain that energize the spirits and make you feel good. It can also serve as a distraction, allowing you to find some quiet time to break out of the cycle of negative thoughts that feed depression. Benefits of exercise on anxiety. Exercise is a natural and effective anti-anxiety treatment. It relieves tension and stress, boosts physical and mental energy, and enhances well-being through the release of endorphins. Benefits of exercise on stress. Exercising is an effective way to break this cycle, as well as releasing endorphins in the brain. Physical activity helps to relax the muscles and relieve tension in the body. Regular physical activity helps reduce stress by boosting endorphins, your brain's natural mood lifters. It improves sleep, lowers anxiety, and enhances focus. Even a short walk or workout can clear your mind, reduce tension, and promote a sense of calm and control. Benefits of exercise on ADHD. Exercising regularly is one of the easiest and most effective ways to reduce the symptoms of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and improve concentration, motivation, memory, and mood. Physical activity Viris man dai amnian sobkibi dunia la janamana jaga aro buildings kan opor amnian ke update di thage edonishina aji phujurbi ekta wondrous topic to salar de uyuni la bari de updates jibo iv to la bari de saisab
Is the leading Nltv Uyuni is known as the world's largest natural mirror, as it is the largest salt flat in the world, located in Bolivia, and it is considered to be one of the most extreme and remarkable vistas in South America. Salar de Uyuni is the leading attraction for the country of Bolivia, and it is one of the 7 natural wonders of South America. It covers an area of 10,582 square kilometers and holds over 10 billion tons of salt. Thousands of years ago, it was a part of a huge lake called Lake Minchin. When the lake dried up, it left behind salt pans and small puddles. The salar has islands that were once the peaks of volcanoes, now submerged. In the rainy season, the salar becomes covered in a thick layer of water, creating a huge natural mirror that reflects the sky. This makes it a dream for photographers, as the flat landscape makes it look like there's no end. The lack of depth perception allows for fun, creative photos. Salar de Uyuni is a stunning place to visit, offering a sense of wonder and adventure. It is also a great spot for social distancing, as it is outdoors and open. Whether you're exploring or simply enjoying the beauty of nature, this natural wonder is an unforgettable experience. The Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat in Bolivia, plays a pivotal role in the global energy transition due to its immense lithium reserves. This natural wonder, located in the heart of the lithium triangle, Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia, highlights the strategic importance of salt flats in modern energy resources. Salar de Uyuni is the world's largest salt flat, spanning 10,582 square kilometers, 4,086 square meter. It is a unique natural landscape formed by salt crust over a rich brine pool containing significant lithium deposits. Situated in the Daniel Campos province of Potosi, southwest Bolivia, near the crest of the Andes, at an elevation of 3,656 meters above sea level, originates from prehistoric lakes that existed around 40,000 years ago but evaporated over time. Formed by the deposition of minerals, especially salts, left behind as water evaporates. Ridges and flat patterns result from varying depths of salty groundwater in the soil. Renowned for its flatness with elevated variations within 1 meters across the entire surface, converts into the world's largest mirror after rainfall, reflecting the sky. Used to calibrate altimeters of Earth observation satellites. Salar de Uyuni is located nearly 12,000 feet, which is 3,658 meters above sea level in Bolivia's southwest corner, alongside its border with Chile. Formed as a result of thousands of years ago transformation among several prehistoric lakes. The flat is remarkably well flat with an altitude that varies by no more than a few feet across the entire 4,086 square mile expanse. Because of this, when nearby lakes overflow onto the flats during the rainy season, typically December to April, the flat transforms into a shallow lake up to 20 inches, that would be 51 centimeters deep. This thin layer of water transforms the area into a stunning reflection of the sky. The feeling of infinity is beautiful, but whether wet or dry, Salar de Uyuni is a dreamland for photographers. The vast expanses and relative lack of landmarks lends itself to playing with perspective in a unique way. Salar de Uyuni isn't just a tourist destination. It also contains more than 9 million tons of lithium, according to the US Geological Survey, or between 50 to 70% of the world's non-lithium reserves. That's enough to power a lot of laptop batteries. And according to the European Space Agency, the large area, clear skies, and exceptional flatness of its surface makes Salar de Uyuni ideal for calibrating satellite radar altimeters, a kind of radar instrument that measures surface topography. Turns out the stunning views on the ground aren't the only thing about the flat that are out of this world. Despite the dry conditions, freezing nighttime temperatures, and fierce desert sun, the Salar de Uyuni actually does sustain life, including pink flamingos and rare hummingbirds. The area also sustains something that isn't so alive, a railroad graveyard. Uyuni was once a distribution hub for trains carrying salts and miners to and from the flats. But after attacks by indigenous people in the area, the trains were abandoned. They sit in the sun on the outskirts of Uyuni and now look like a dystopian steampunk scene. During the most popular dry season, May to November, the hardened ground allows travelers to drive across the landscape to places that aren't accessible in the rainy season. If you want to see the mirror effect, then you're better off traveling during the wet season. At certain times of the year, nearby lakes overflow, and a thin layer of water transforms the flat into a stunning reflection of the sky. This beautiful and otherworldly terrain serves as a lucrative extraction site for salt and lithium, the element responsible for powering laptops, smartphones, and electric cars. In addition to local workers who harvest these minerals, the landscape is home to the world's first salt hotel and populated by road-tripping tourists. The harsh beauty and desolateness of Salar de Uyuni can make for an incredible experience or a logistical nightmare. Salar de Uyuni has two distinct seasons. The rainy season, December to April, is when visitors come to witness the Salar's breathtaking mirror effect. Be wary of excessive rain in December and January, as it can cause tour cancellations. During the dry season, May to November, temperatures are colder. The ground has hardened, and travelers can drive across the stark white landscape to places that aren't accessible in the rainy season.
এতিয়া নাগালেণ্ড লাও ৱেডাৰ ফৰকাষ্ট জনাই দিব। Parent maximum 27 degrees Celsius to minimum 21 degrees Celsius. Dimapur maximum 32 degrees Celsius to minimum 24 degrees Celsius. Kohima maximum 23 degrees Celsius to minimum 17 degrees Celsius. Pek maximum 26 degrees Celsius to minimum 17 degrees Celsius. Wokha maximum 30 degrees Celsius to minimum 23 degrees Celsius. Zunapodal maximum 21 degrees Celsius to minimum 16 degrees Celsius. Kifri maximum 26 degrees Celsius to minimum 20 degrees Celsius. Mokokchu maximum 26 degrees Celsius to minimum 20 degrees Celsius. Tunsang maximum 20 degrees Celsius to minimum 14 degrees Celsius. Mon maximum 26 degrees Celsius to minimum 20 degrees Celsius. Longleng maximum 22 degrees Celsius to minimum 16 degrees Celsius. Noklak maximum 21 degrees Celsius to minimum 14 degrees Celsius. ಇದು ವೆದರ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕಿನ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕಿನ ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ನಾಗಾಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಯಾತೆ ಖತಮ್ ಕ್ರಿಯಾ सा तिनिसिना अपडेट्स पाइ थाकिबले साइ थाकिबि नागालैंड टीवी।